your world away, devoured by my conviction, and left you home afraid, while mothers ventured out. Don't cry when lanterns fade, soon we'll be awakened, but it breaks my heart to say no one will save you now. I could be your owner,
Good evening, everyone. Oh, wow. That one. Okay. First of all, let's get some good hellos out of the way. I was gonna say good morning, but I haven't done a morning stream in months. The Batman, Space Force Commander, Shaggy, Cynic, Rodney Ironcock, Doku HLSD, Stargazer Knights, Hexagon Lamb, now known as Hexo2, Frostbit, Emperor Vulcan, Thrax, Victory. Anyone else? Revenus? Gull City Umbreon. And yeah, the Wrench Purge was a long while ago. Feel Good Inc. Clorox Jello Shot. I like your name. Oh, Lemonhead, the Demo Man. Dan McKellar. Killing Joke. Who's the Reed Heed? Newslady.exe. Oh, John Nada. Is this stream safe for work? Hello, everyone. I certainly hope so. I was just gonna do like a game stream earlier, and then, well, I came across this article that got written today, and hence the title of the stream, Orange Man Bad. Before I get completely and utterly off topic again, when nightmares are real, Donald Trump has harmed me more than any specter ever could. Donald Trump worse than ghosts. Vicala, hello. And Alex Martin. Crucial Bunny. Jay Jetty. Trying to get more names through. NPC agree, Orange Man bad. If anyone follows me on Twitter, I tweeted the cover photo of this article out already. It's fucking great. Absolutely 100%, it's fucking great. But this article is just, it's an opinion piece, so I mean, I can't really fault the New York Times too much for this because, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But you're trying to make this seem spooky and scary and blah blah blah, and they talk about ghosts. I'm not even joking. I'm not fucking joking. They talk about fucking ghosts. And I had to at this point. Mike John says, Happy Halloween, fuckers. Happy Halloween. And same to you, Adrian Blum. Rain Knight. Please show us on the doll where the orange man hurt you. Right into feels. But yeah, I'm gonna jump right into this, cause this is great. And in case anyone's wondering, these are compression gloves. I have been afraid of a lot of things over the course of a long life, but what I feel now is new. Strong start. I grew up in a house that everyone said was haunted. Several nights before my mother died there, my neighbors saw a black shadow, human-shaped, slither along the wall of the stairwell, drift down the hallway into her room. It went in, it came back out. The next day, a home health care nurse looked in a mirror in the bathroom. Standing behind her in the reflection, she said, was a translucent crone with a cruel, knowing expression. Once again, strong start. She quit on the spot. My sister and I were annoyed. There's no such thing as ghosts, we explained. I'd said something similar to my children in the same house when they were young, terrified one night by the sound of something in the house growling like a bear, which turned out to be my mother's snoring. I hugged them tight and said, there's no such thing as monsters. I'll protect you. Oh no. Can you do this in the lolly voice? Maybe. For a price. When I was 24, I lived with a friend, John, in an up-down apartment in New York City. A friend who, although I didn't know it at the time, was in the midst of a psychotic break. One night, John woke me up at 2 a.m. and said he had to stay in my room all night to ward off an evil spirit. He sat himself down with a long kitchen knife in the corner as I lay there, fairly certain that the evil spirit was that was imperiling me was John himself. When my son Sean vanished at Legoland in Windsor, England, in the summer of 1999, I was terrified that I would never see him again. When he reappeared 45 minutes later, wondering what all the fuss was about, I wrapped that child in my arms. I was just exploring, he said. Later that same year, Sean wandered off while we were shopping in Blarney Woolen Mills in County Cork, Ireland. I went to the center of the store, sort of like the LL Bean of Ireland, and shouted, "Sean! Sean, come here!" And a minute later, 4 young boys appeared, all of them named Sean, and none of them my son. Well, that's a thing. When he was born, Sean was found to have a heart condition, supraventricular tachycardia, which caused his heart to pound at 240 beats a minute. For the first several days of his life, our child lay in the intensive care unit at the main general as we sat there weeping at his side. We did not know if he was going to live or die. I was frightened by all these losses or near losses, but these were nothing compared to what I feel right now. Let's let that sink in. Yo, boy, Pat, what up, man? How's it going? Let me see here. Dolly Rogers, Bilgewater. There's definitely such a thing as monsters. They're called people. And Antifa. Don't tell that to little sister. I might not get lauded again. Finally a torture fix. Vamp is the best news lady. I don't think John is the only one in the midst of a psychotic break, judging from this article's title. When I lost my son in Disneyland in 1999, it was that very moment of Donald Trump's... It was like every moment of Donald Trump's presidency. No, it's worse. Losing your kid in a theme park where kids are known to get abducted from, like, not that theme park, but just theme parks in general, that's not as scary as Trump being president, apparently. Space Force Commander wants to know, have these people just never really faced hardship, or just that retarded? I find myself asking myself that a lot lately. We never used to keep our doors locked. Now we bolt them every night. These days, when I hear a gun go off in my main community, my heart pounds with dread that this time someone is coming for me. What? In response to an essay I wrote last week suggesting that transgender Americans have the right to live their lives in peace, I got some of the scariest emails I've ever received. My wife and I had a conversation about checking our mailbox and perhaps having a consultation with our local post office about the no longer unthinkable possibility that someone might send a bomb to our little house. Let's read some of the chat. Trump is fine. Oh, kids have been known to disappear from Disneyland? They're spoiled children in adult bodies. To be honest, if it feels that bad to them, I hope it keeps feeling that way. I would want these people to suffer. It pounds with dread. And this is because of Trump. How? I can't roll my eyes any harder. Losing your track of your child is terrifying. This person has no idea. Trump presidency is fucking hilarious. I love this. Wait, the author's a guy? No, this author is not a guy, guys. It's not a guy. Kodak says, I'm such a strong and brave voice on Twitter that people will send me bombs, just like they send bombs to that beacon of truth CNN. Deborah says, I'm not drunk enough for this. Lesbian marriage, I suspect, Mike. More than likely. Sometimes we talk about leaving the country, going back to Ireland. Then go. Blind Press, today's trick-or-treaters are fucking shitheads. Just had one take 2 treats from me once she realized I couldn't see. You're blind, not stupid. The fuck? Even if Trump was a terrible president, I would vote for him again just to watch the dumpster fires. It is possible that the specter that appeared in the mirror in my mother's house was a trick of the light, or work of the imagination. It's possible, likely in fact, that my friend John was suffering from schizophrenia, a medical condition. As for our son Sean, whom I feared I had lost again and again, he is now 22 and in graduate school learning how to make robots. All of these monsters turned out, in the end, to be chimeras. But now, I live in a world in which the President of the United States urges violence against reporters, in which survivors of sexual assault are ridiculed, in which migrant children are placed in baby jails, in which transgender people are faced with erasure, in which Donald Trump lies and lies and lies. And in response to all of this, and so much more, a large portion of the country, is it 40%? Cheers and laughs and smiles. Yeah, this is a thing. As a journalist, as someone who has been threatened with male violence, as the daughter of an immigrant, as a transgender American, of course. I didn't read that part before I did this. Help. Send help. As a transgender American, as a person who believes that a president should tell the truth, I can tell you, I am not cheering or laughing or smiling. Donald Trump has harmed me more than any specter. He has transformed the country I love into a place of fear and rolling hatred. I honestly do not know if my family and I can survive him. Once I told my children that monsters were not real and that I could keep them safe. I was wrong. Okay, chat. Thoughts? For fuck's sake, just play Tales of Berserk. A scarf would help. Transgender American is a race now. So this thing is a tranny, probably anchor baby crying. Deal with it. Someone get this thing, it's Binky and Blanky. Rolling hatred. If they talk like that, I hope they don't survive him. Transgender is a mental illness. Who you gonna call transbusters? I like that one. Trump forever. This is fucking comedy gold. I just walked in from Sargon killing everyone in D&D. The fuck did I just hear? Exactly. Thoughts, probably. Literally millions of trans babies have been killed by Donald Trump deciding that for government purposes they are XX or XY. Wait, there's transgender and has kids? What the fuck? Forget about transgenders. I'd rather have trans tendies. Oh my god. That's fucking great. Trans tendies. Oh. Rolling hatred, is that like a truck of peace? They wish. Hashtag MAGA. If it walks like a duck, looks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, chances are it's an otherkin in a costume. Or furry. I mean, that's possible too. Man in dress has kids and himself a leza. Essentially, yes. Flair's version of a truck of peace would be a food truck. Aww. Flair's working fucking hard. I talked to him a little bit ago. He was heading into the gym, going beast mode. The only reason I didn't work out yesterday was because I overdid it Monday and everything hurt. Everything fucking hurt. But I want my abs back, so. No, trans tendies. You'll confuse failure, the poor lad. Also that. Turkey tendies. Transport the transgenders transcontinentally to transmit transgressions. That's all I got. I wish birthright citizenship was revoked so that this thing couldn't be here legally. Oof. Where's the kitties? They're sleeping. They're not, like, just like yesterday, they're not in here. They're, Critters is in the other room laying in the living room window. Black Man's, I think, is asleep under the table for some reason. I don't know why he sleeps there, but the chairs have cushioning on them, so you better stay in the gym to raise your market value. Fairy's getting his mojo back. Hello. Now, I'm wondering if they have any other... Actually, no, I'm wondering if Vice has anything, because Vice usually has decent cringe articles. I think I need to go to the life... So either this one or this one. Wait, what? I click over here and immediately I see uninformed young people should still vote. Yes, I'm transgender. This was put up 5 hours ago. What? Chat. Press 1 if you want uninformed voters voting for anything. I'll wait. Two. No. Two. Oof. It's a lot of twos. There's a lot of fucking twos. Let's check this out. Let's see what their excuse is. This is a Vice article, by the way, so keep in mind of that. Uninformed young people should still vote. Younger voters tend to worry they don't know enough to cast a ballot, but you almost certainly know more than some of the ignorant older voters out there. Let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go, now I can see it easier. Jesus Christ. Yes, I'm still drinking coffee. Don't at me. On Tuesday, New York Times Magazine published a fascinating, infuriating series of interviews with young Americans who were probably not going to vote in the November 6th midterm elections. It was fascinating because non-voters are rarely given a voice in debates over politics and policy, and infuriating because Democrats need young people to vote in order to win elections. And even though nearly all of the interviewees appeared to lean left and were interested in politics, and in several cases had voted before, they managed to convince themselves it might not be worthwhile. What? Okay. All right. Okay, let me go to the chat here. Veto. This is not the dump. I've come to think that Heinlein's limited Democratic representation from his Starship Troopers book seems a bit like a better deal day after day. 88 people on here. NPC votes matter. Are they retarded? Only citizens should be allowed to vote? Well, yeah. If they can vote and don't, then nobody forced them to. Fuck them. Vice confirms that informed people don't vote Democrat. Thanks, Vice. Let's see here. Doku HLSD says, I want to fix the title of the article. Easily manipulated and inexperienced young people should vote because we're losing. Young people don't vote. Color me surprised. Gotta go get candy. BRB. Oh, BRB. Voting rights really should be earned. Only citizens should be allowed to vote. Press now to learn more. Okay. Some of them complained about the hassle of registering and casting a ballot, underscoring that states need to make it easier for people to vote. What? It needs to be easier? It's already fucking easy. Really? Alright. Others cited the lack of enthusiasm about Democratic candidates in particular. You get the sense that they'd never even considered voting Republican. But the most striking answer were from young people who felt they weren't adequately informed. Would you like to know more? They can't do it on their phone app, so they're not going to do it at all, apparently. They should take the time to become educated. Vice, once again, with their BS opinion, they don't want them to be educated because they would not be left-leaning, most likely. You should have to show an ID to vote. Well, yeah. This is talking about uninformed people. This isn't even talking about immigrants. Samantha, a 22-year-old from New Jersey, didn't think it was hard to vote and clearly favored Democrats, but as she told New York, I'd rather have an informed non-voter than an uninformed voter. going in and making a choice they don't understand. Reese, a 22-year-old political science student, had never voted and seemed unsure of his views. I just don't know what to do, he said in the 2016 presidential contest. I don't want to help something that might end up being wrong. Lauren, a 22-year-old Floridian, was vaguely planning on voting in 2020. I have a goal set to know more about politics by that time. And Nathan, a 28-year-old San Diegan, seemed to follow the news but still felt unprepared. My parents are of the generation where they actually watch the news and they know about the candidates via the news. Where my generation, the millennial generation, is getting all their news from the social media like Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and it's not always the best. Reading things through social media is snippets, and it's not the whole deal on everything, you know? The political science major's like, I want to vote Democrat, but I know I can't. Yeah. Could not have seen that coming. You should have show ID to vote. Same sex phone only. Same as sex phone only. What? Okay, Utah requires ID. You can't take the time to register to vote or go down, do your own research on candidates, but no, go vote anyway. Good job, Vice. You've managed to take garbage tier to a whole new level. I know, right? If you're a political science student and you're unsure, then you've been sleeping in class. 28 is not a young voter, what the fuck? It is compared to some people. Democracy is retarded because people vote, voters are retarded like children who indulge in endless, selfless hedonism, fascism now. Well, that's one take. Citizenship and voting rights should only be reserved to those who do military or some kind of federal service. I got information from InfoWars. I mean, frogs, water, gay. Yes, Hex, I see you sent me things. I'm reading this. This might be one of the most sheeple articles I've heard in quite some time. I was gonna vote, but I don't know what to do. Fucking Christ. Oh, yeah. Jeremy06. Howdy, Vamp. Howdy, everyone. Howdy. Gay frog water. It's true that voting can seem like a daunting responsibility. There are so many issues and so many candidates, and every person who talks about politics on television, social media sounds so sure and confident about 100 different things. How do you know what's true and what isn't? How do you know when you know enough for your vote to be an expression of what you truly believe? It's easy for those questions to lead to paralysis, a kind of learned apathy. Like Samantha, maybe you think it's better to be informed non-voter than an uninformed voter. Let that sink in. But it's not. You won't know everything or nearly enough, and you should vote anyway. Otherwise, our society will be run by ignorant old people who do not care about your future. Clark Jellichat says, fuck Vice. Inclined to bereave. I'm inclined to bereave that. I can't talk today. This is what happens when I don't stream for a long enough time, and then I can't fucking talk. The one truth... Oh, shit. Kujin for 5. Starship Troopers nationalism for realsies. Would you like to know more? The lack of self-awareness, it hurts, I'm dying, help. How have you been liking Metro? Metro is super fucking fun, and I might come back later tonight to play more of that on stream, because I kind of got a little too into it, and I definitely need to just save it. William Stentover says big letters. Hello, William. How are you? Why were you not streaming for a few weeks? Just shit came up. Both IRL, doing the stuff with Tonka stream and whatnot. I was almost not going to stream yesterday because of some stuff going on, but I'll get into that probably a bit later. If you're in my Discord, then you know what happened. You gonna pick up Call of Cthulhu? I was thinking about it. Not sure yet. Anyway. Something about ignorant old people who do not care about your future. A poll conducted last month by HuffPost/YouGov found that 38% of American adults under 30 thought only people who were well informed should vote, compared to 31% of Americans overall, a result that lines up with the anecdotes compiled by New York. According to that poll, young people were also less likely to describe themselves as well informed, and the split between them and seniors was especially vast. 63% of respondents over 65 said they were very well informed, and 0% said they were not at all well informed. It's Halloween 24/7 for Vamp. Is this even a costume? No. I cheat on Halloween. Okay, this is getting... Oh my god, I hate your pop-up Spice. This is obviously absurd. Senior citizens are not smarter or up to speed on the issues than young people. One Pew survey recently found that older folks were worse at distinguishing fact from opinion than the young. The old's edge is not in knowledge, but in being utterly confident in their ignorance. Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z make up a majority of the electorate. But boomers and older generations vote more frequently and voted at higher rates even when they were the same age as younger Americans are now. Those pesky boomers. Pesky, pesky boomers fucking it up for the rest of us young peoples. That's more like it. Boomers read. This is probably the first article that I've heard just blame boomers for everything. If, like the young people New York spoke to, you are cynical, apathetic, or enraged about the current state of politics, those older voters deserve a disproportionate amount of blame. Older people do tend to be more conservative, possibly partly because poor people tend to die earlier and less worried about climate change, according to Gallup. And though climate change is perhaps a uniquely generation issue since seniors won't be around to suffer its worst consequences, young people are far more progressive than their parents on a host of other issues, from immigration to racial discrimination. Congress won't reflect those values until young people vote in large numbers and force politicians to cater to them. What? Fucking what? Let me tell you a little story about my grandma. She lived through my grandmother and my mother lived through segregation, lived through the civil rights movement. But you know, them racist boomers. In a general election like the one coming up on Tuesday, November 6th, the choice is fairly easy when it comes to congressional candidates. If you like Trump and his policies, vote Republican. If you don't like Trump, and chances are you don't if you are young, vote Democrat. It may be that you're unfamiliar with the candidates on the ballot, especially in races more local positions like city council, and when it comes to contests where you're totally clueless, you can always leave those lines blank. There are also likely a host of voter guides from organizations and publications in your area if you want to spend a few minutes becoming informed. Alright. Oh, later, Batman. I can't. I need a second, guys. I need a fucking second. Okay. Orange Man bad. But the ballot is not a test, and it's impossible to fail it. If you vote for someone who it turns out you don't like, you can vote against them in a couple of years. If you like some of New York's interviewees, you realize that even though you lean left, but you aren't excited by your state's Democratic candidates, that's perhaps evidence that you should get more involved in the primary process and vote more often, not check out entirely. A representative democracy only represents those who participate in it. Not voting is an easy way to alienate yourself further and feel more out of touch. Maybe it's only coming out of the left speaker. 2 seconds. Let me reset this. Second. How's that? Is that better? Did it fix it? Press 1 if that's fixed. Okay, I just had to reset my microphone. All good. All good. American Phoenix for 5. Take my money, damn you. Happy Halloween, Vampir's Candy. I appreciate it, man. Happy Halloween to you. There's the notification. Saltwater says that's a new policy in France now. 16-year-olds are now forced for 15 days to live in an integrated camp with minorities. Wait. France is forcing people to go to camp. Where have I heard this before? Are there showers included? That's multiculturalism for you. Concentrate. Lionel says, I hear there's a baking club. France is concentrating people? It's a school project to reduce bigotry and racism. Racism? No showers included in California. Nope. Another reason why I will never go to California. I was there once for a layover flight and it was terrible. It's true that at times the world seems designed to make it harder for young people to engage with politics. Registering to vote can involve annoying trips to the post office and dealing with shitty government bureaucracy. In some states, voter ID laws make it difficult for college students to cast ballots. Unlike retirees, you probably have something to do on to... Who doesn't have an ID? What? Hey, Taco Sunrise! What's up? Well, who doesn't have an ID? I've had a fucking identification card since before I could vote. What? Good point. Good point. Illegals don't have an ID. Princess, I have a prison ID. Does that count? Illegal immigrants don't have an ID. Okay. And the death of local news outlets has made getting information about your candidates less intuitive. As Nathan suggested in his New York interview, young people who mostly follow news through social media may be more familiar with national figures who attract press attention, like Bernie Sanders and Beto O'Rourke. Who? Beto? Beto? Beta? Than they are with the local politicians who actually represent them.
God damn it, Van.
Thanks for the sub. I'm still trying to figure... What? Who's Beto O'Rourke? I want to keep reading it as Beta. Am I wrong in that? Am I wrong to want to read that as Beta? Hey, just a smile. I'm not informed in politics at all. I just yell about shit. He is a beta, so it's fair. He's an Irish guy pretending to be Mexican in Texas. Red hair girl scurry. I know, I'm terrifying. Rawr. Anyway. The guy running against the Zodiac Killer in Texas. Oh my god, yes. Oh. Alright, Beta is a shithead in Texas. Beta O'Rourke is gonna get some puzzles he better solve. He is the hip young Democrat running against Cruz. They portray him as the JFK type. What does your daddy say about your 24/7 Halloween phase? He doesn't, he's dead. I need that whammy sound. I'm still waiting for Vamp to turn me... Oh god, no. I ain't getting that close to people. It's easy to skip the whole democracy thing, but though you may not be interested in politics, politics is interested in you. The people making up your federal, state, and local governments will make decisions that impact your life, whether you vote or not. If you don't vote to whatever high-minded justification or intelligent-sounding reason, it's no different than not voting because you don't give a shit, and the results will be the same. The country will continue to be run by the same graying greed heads who brought us great hits such as the Iraq War and the 2008 financial crisis and the climate change paralysis. Is that what it's called now? The climate change paralysis? You may vote for the wrong candidate sometimes, but you won't be doing a worse job than the people who got us in this mess. End article. Solid water, that's horrible. I know. The whole democracy thing. Can we all just be responsible for our own shiz? Apparently not. Check your Twitter DMs. Oh god. You know, every time I hear the check your DMs while I'm on stream, I just get worried, especially when I'm going over articles. Why you guys do this to me? Oh, there's so many things. Oh god, this one's even better. Fuck Pelosi. Oh god. Okay. Mm. Oh wow, my Discord's cancer. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hex. I think this one trumps whatever you sent me. MSU flowchart helps students decide if costumes are racist. There's a flowchart. A Michigan State University department debuted Halloween posters titled "A Culture is Not a Costume" and included a guide called "Is Your Halloween Costume Racist?" In this case, it's Michigan State University. MSU's Residence Hospitality and Services Department featured the signs, which included a heavily detailed cultural appropriation versus appreciation section as spotted by Campus Reform. The boards are found throughout many of the university's dorms. One poster brands the addition of a sombrero to a taco costume as racist. It's literally a picture of a guy in a taco costume with a sombrero that says racist, without it not racist. Oh my god. The posters contain a flowchart which asks students whether their costumes use blackface swastikas or have literally a name of a minority that you are not in the title of your costume. At one point, the poster suggests that if students are still asking yourself the question, is this costume racist, then they should not wear it. I need a close-up of this fucking flowchart. A space that is so diverse, tensions arise when certain things happen through costumes. MSU Inclusion and Intercultural Initiatives Director Paulette Russell told Campus Reform. The poster is to help students in residence halls to understand why certain depictions might be offensive, and if someone takes offense, they have a reason. But Russell, when asked about possible consequences for students who violate statements on the bulletin board, suggests that wearing any given costume certainly is the student's right. How the fuck do you say this? Donna Kaplowitz. Later, Chagrin, have fun. Kaplowitz, MSU Facility Associate of the Intercultural Dialogues Program, told Campus Reform that she was not aware of the boards across campus. She presumed the boards are not instructing, not what should be worn, but educating on how certain costumes are perceived by others. Okay. The university continued its cultural appropriation crusade on October 19th. I'm being asked by my department to talk about a particular topic, cultural appropriation. A Holmes Hall dormitory resident assistant, RA, said in his floor-wide email, which was obtained by Campus Reform, I did not want to send the email, the RA, who preferred to stay anonymous, said during the interview with Campus Reform. The cultural appropriation notion is problematic. In discussion with other peers, we found everyone has different definitions of cultural appropriation. The RA said that a proper college environment should allow for you to learn and think. You might be offensive or become offended. The university goes against their own beliefs that during this time of year that it's okay for students to make assumptions about their peers. MSU College Republican Finance Chair Alex Overholser. There's no T in there. I wanted to make a pew-pew gun reference. 2017 to 2018 event schedule shows the university held the M-Rule, multi-racial unity living experience, cultural appropriation Halloween event, and a cultural appropriation campaign within campus residence halls. If any of you were dressing like a vampire, you can't now. It's appropriation. Nope. Can't do it. Not allowed. Whites invented pants. If brownies are seen wearing them, they can be chastised and shamed on cultural appropriation grounds. A university can have beliefs? Hex, you fucking non-word get gassed. Damn. A faculty can have beliefs. A university is supposed to transcend our petty bullshit. Stone Mexican guy for $1.99? You're a good person, Vamp. Never change. I'm gonna try not to. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, Crucial Bunny and Bobcat are going at each other again. Oof. Oh no. No. Gunfox, this is why I can't have nice things. Generation Z reported the most mental health problems, and gun violence is the biggest stressor. Why? Vampire, why are you trying to instigate beef? Because it's funny. I like the emoji wars. Love is in the air every time Bobcat slams the bunny. Love was found in my chat. Still Mexican guy says, I like guns. I can't sleep without gunfire outside my home. There you go. There you fucking go. Oh god, this was posted yesterday. Oh my god, this article, why? Why is this a thing? I want to go back to looking at furries, making fun of them. Many members of Generation Z, young people between 15 and 21, have taken a more active role in political activism this year, and a new survey indicates that the state of the nation is to blame for this generation's stress levels. Yes, you broke me. God damn it. Why? As gun violence, sexual assault claims, and immigration dominate the 2018 news cycle, the American Psychological Association's annual Stress in America survey says that such issues are the main cause of stress among young adults. The survey, released Tuesday, was conducted among 3,459 people 18 and older, and it included interviews with 300 teenagers ages 15 to 17. It measures attitude and perception of stress to identify the leading source of stress among the general public. Furries get the rope. Boom. I'm eating Panda Express. Worship me. Why? Panda Express is awful. Just saying. School safety is a top concern. Gun violence is the top source of stress across all generations, the survey said. About 75% of Gen Z reported mass shootings as a significant source of stress, and 72% said the same about school shootings. About 56% of those who are in school say they've experienced stress when concerning the possibility of the school shootings, the survey says. It's always the 56%. I'll let that sit there. School shootings are also a top concern for parents. The survey says about 74% fear one or the possibility of one. In comparison, 73% of millennials who took the survey stress about school shootings and 69% about mass shootings. As for Gen Xers and baby boomers, 58% express concern over mass shootings and about the same percentage stress over school shootings. School security measures have helped reduce stress levels in a 37% of students interviewed, but 22% still feel that the measures have increased their stress levels. What? So they took added security measures and still... What? The eternal Anglo self-cucks. Hey, I'm Anglo. And Viking. I will conquer you all. Oh, it's good to see Vamp on. She's been scarce lately. Yeah, I have. I'm sorry. I've been doing things. 41% say that they have not affected their stress level, the report adds. The pressure facing Generation Z are different from those faced in older generations at the same age. For example, mass shootings simply did not happen with the same scale and frequency when I was in school, said Arthur Evans, a psychologist, CEO of the American Psychological Association. This is the 12th year the association has conducted the stress survey as part of its mind-body health campaign, and it's the first year the survey is asked about gun violence. Spokeswoman So you can't even use it as a scale. What? If this is the first year you... I hate everything. This actually makes me mad. Oh, it's larger than it's ever been. Granted, though, this is the first time we've ever done the study. This is the first year we've ever included gun violence in the study. I'm not confused. Don't get me wrong. I am not fucking confused. This is the 12th year the association has conducted the stress survey as part of its mind-body health campaign. This is the first year the survey has asked about gun violence, then you don't have a base. Rose Dower says, Happy Halloween, and have a very spooky night. Thank you. No, this is stupid. Because they're trying to use this as a, this is the highest percentage it's ever been. Not if it's the first year it's been asked about. Come back to me in like 4 or 5 years with your fucking survey. Fuck you. I'm good. Good. I'm good. Will not tweet about how dumb CNN is. Don't want to get in trouble. Stress about the country. In order to direct the association's focus on Gen Z, Evans said it added questions on a range of issues such as immigration, climate change, rising suicide rates, and reports of sexual harassment or abuse. Just looking at someone is fucking sexual harassment now. What the fuck are you on about? 68% of people between the ages of 18 and 21 expressed concern for the state of the nation, but the study found this generation to be least likely to run to the polls in November, with just 54% saying they will vote. I'm gonna need a fucking double cheeseburger. Sean cut grape for 5. Just got home from work and I turned all the lights off so I can eat my Dave's Double in peace. Good job. This is CNN. I thought this was The Onion. Stop harassing the audience, fam. No. Lagern. Oh no, I'm looking at you guys and therefore I'm sexually harassing you. I'm sorry. Please don't sue me 20 years from now. God. Okay. The survey says the number is well below the overall average of 7 in 10 adults from all generations who plan to vote in the 28 minutes. Of course, this is back to voting. Okay, I thought my nose was bleeding. And we're good. Yes, vamp, yes, give it to the rage. The survey says that number is well below the overall... I already read that. Still, 57% of Gen Z believed the cases of separation and deportation of immigrant families in the United States to be a significant source of stress in comparison to 54% of overall adults. Well, are you the ones getting deported? Are you? Is that why you're upset about this? Because your family's here illegally and you got deported? I'm gonna have a permanent furrow in my fucking brow because of this. Either that or I'm going to work myself into a goddamn heart attack before the election. Widespread reports of sexual harassment or abuse have also played a bigger role in young adults' stress levels, as 53% blamed the issue for their stress. Only 39% of adults overall say the same. As for climate change, 58% of Gen Z say it's a significant source of stress in comparison with 51% of adults overall. No regrets. 54% sounds like an optimistic figure. Rose Dower fucking knew it. Don't stare at me. Only if you've ever become a Supreme Court judge, then you're fucked. Damn it! Vamp, look away. You can live forever, Vamp, but you must... but you must be. Oh yeah, this is great. This is a great gem. Remember, Gen Z is our future. No, but the guy that ran his convent store was and said he sold really good euros. So Vamp is news lady for Halloween. For now. That's some nonsense. Damn it. One second. Highly caffeinated and highly annoyed. Evans attributes these results to the fact that certain regions of a young adult's brain are still maturing and have not developed enough to handle stress the same way adults do. Hal Lockhart says VNN. While young people are facing many of the same stress issues that older adults face, they have not yet had the life experience that many older adults have had. Such a practice responding to and coping with a broad range of stressors, he said. It's okay to be white. God damn it, I need help with the diet thing. For now. What's the next goal? Vampire dictator of North America? Well, currently I'm raising money for my vampiric army. So, there's that. So, people are pussies, basically. Yes. They're fucking pussies and don't know how to fucking just deal with it. I'm gonna punch something. Reporting a mental problem. Although 62% of Gen Z said rising suicide rates are also a source of stress, compared with 44% of adults overall. The survey says these young people are more likely to report mental health conditions than any other generation. About 37% of young adults reported receiving help or treatment from mental health professionals, and half feel that they do enough to manage their stress. I'm trying to stay calm. Only 35% of millennials, 26% of Gen Xers, and 22% of baby boomers reported to receiving help, treatment, or therapy for mental health. I need more webcams. Yeah, sounds about right. Don't they have jobs? Actually, don't answer that. Pussy is meat, and it's the best kind. And how? Damn, you really got it out for me. White power skeleton hand in the background. You know it. When mental health fuckery happens, of course there's gonna be a rise. Well, it's like, oh god, I keep feeling like I have to sneeze. I blame the weather because it's been like cold as shit here recently. And then today it's really fucking nice. I believe we call those an Indian summer, by the way. Yeah, that just... Ugh, my face. I completely and utterly... Oh, that's right. Autism. When they broadened the spectrum to which autism was diagnosed, all of a sudden, all these fucking kids have autism now. I don't have that much energy. Goddamn racist season. Hey, you never heard the term Indian summer? It's when it's supposed to be really cold and all of a sudden you have like a random day that's like 70 degrees out. 70, 80 degrees for us Americans who are on the imperial system. I don't know what it would be in Celsius, to be completely honest with you. Nor do I care. The fact that more Gen Z individuals than adults in other generations said that they thought their mental health was fair or poor is concerning, Evans said. However, this could also be interpreted as a positive sign. This generation may be more tuned into recognizing issues with their mental health than older generations. been sitting on my leg too long. They create the disease, and then they get rich by treating it. You ain't wrong. I remember years ago, I got diagnosed with having, like, depression and anxiety, and they gave me these pills for it. End of the month, I still had over, like, 3/4 of my medication because I never wanted to take it. I felt like taking a pill for it was a cop-out. So I would refuse to take it, and I would just tell them I did. Oh yeah, it's working great. In reality, I'm like, I figured out how to deal with it. I have been managing it for years. No, it was not Seroquel. It was not that. Oh god. I don't trust you, Gunfox. This is already making me angry. Captain Confederate says I did the same, then they locked me up. Oof. Yeah, I had a lot of shit going on in my life at that point in time. And I don't know, I felt like dealing with it was healthier for me than just using meds to... I felt like the meds were covering it up, as opposed to actually figuring out what was going on and dealing. Then again, I'm not a fucking pussy. So, there's also that. The reports say that public figures' openness about their mental health health challenges could be a reason why this generation is speaking out more, and their use of social media could be another key factor. That's because everyone fucking overshares on Facebook. It's clear that social media is an enormous part of Gen Z's lives, and for more than half of them, 55%, it provides a feeling of support, the report says. But social media also plays a negative role, the report claims. 45% say they feel judged on the social media platforms, and 38% report feeling bad about themselves due to the use of social media. Logren says, I avoided doctors for 13 years. Absolutely, pills don't solve anything. Bully no bully. Well, I'm gonna go get the rope because my mind is fucked and I need the meds. If you take them and they help and it works for you, by all means, follow your doctor's instructions. I'm not saying that. I'm saying for myself. Me personally. It's just, I felt like they were covering it up. It's not like I'm a schizophrenic or anything. If you're schizophrenic or bipolar, please take your medication. Please. I've seen what happens firsthand when you don't take your meds, and it's terrifying. That's the thing that kind of bothers me about schizophrenics is they'll take the meds will work, they feel normal, and then they stop taking the meds because they don't realize the reason why they feel normal is because of the medication. Dealing with an unmedicated schizophrenic in real life is absolutely terrifying. Especially when they're in, like, this close a proximity to you. It's fucking scary. One positive outcome in the report was 75% of the overall participants said they feel hopeful about their future. Well, good for you. We hope that people understand that channeling tension, feelings of dissatisfaction, and uncertainty towards something that is meaningful and productive is a healthy approach to managing stress, Evans said. Taking active steps to address your concerns can lessen feelings of stress. Well, there's that. Let me go back to the chat. Captain Confederate says, I could tolerate shrinks if they didn't have the power to force their treatments on people, but they won't give that up. CISOs can also put up a great fight when trying to put them in a straitjacket. I'm thinking you meant schizo. Hannibal says, I've been taking my meds. Take your meds if you have schizophrenia, bipolar, or AIDS, people. Thank you. The question was more of a commentary on meds. Fair enough. Oof. Yeah, like, years and years and years ago, I worked at a fucking drugstore, and there's this dude that always came in. Kinda known that he had schizophrenia. But he was on his meds, so he was normal-ish? Like, you still wanted him to keep his distance from you and everything, but, you know, for the most part, yeah, he was just kind of normal. And then, one day I noticed, the more and more he came in, the more erratic his behavior had become. And eventually it led to us finding out that he was no longer taking his meds at all. There was no longer any of the schizophrenia meds in his system. And that scared the shit out of me because I was a sales associate. I was out on the floor a lot. I wasn't always behind the counter, behind the little locked door. And at one point, I had to call the pharmacy manager up to the front of the store to kind of keep an eye on this dude, because at the time, I probably maybe weighed 115 pounds. I was teeny tiny, itty bitty. Considering I'm like 5'6", 115 pounds is itty fucking bitty. And yeah, no, I ain't dealing with someone who's like less than a foot away from me, off their fucking meds at work. I did not get paid enough to fucking deal with that. Nope, fucking nope. Uh, 5'6", 115 is all skin and bones. Did he ever show signs of being violent or anything? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why he made me really uncomfortable. So I would call the 6'5" pharmacy manager up front to kind of act as my bodyguard while he could, like, whenever this guy came in the store. Eventually we managed to get him legally barred from the store because he made threats that because he was unmedicated, we kind of felt maybe he would actually follow up on them. Yeah, that was a fun story. Real life experiences are awesome. Let's see here. 5'6" for a 5'6" girl, yeah, that's small. Yeah, I was actually like almost solid muscle at the time. That was super fun. Now I'm of the mindset, like, I don't ever want to be that skinny again. So I've kind of upped the amount of food that I eat with, you know, my increased activity levels lately. Just because I don't ever want to be that small again. I thought I looked okay and everything, but then when I look back on pictures and everything, I'm just like, I was too fucking skinny. Like, I'm at 125 now, and I've worked really hard to gain that weight. $125 is where I'm at right now. Why aren't enough of the truly insane in mental hospitals? Because we did away with asylums. My friend went schizo and thought the Freemasons violated his anal ring. He now acknowledges he was mistaken. 5'6" and solid muscle. You're not a chimpanzee in a human costume, are you? No. I was just extremely active. I was always lifting, always moving. Logger says I'm almost 3 pounds. Yeah, with my increased workout regimen lately, Sean says, oh, I thought you were losing weight, not gaining. No, I have to work really hard just to maintain my weight. Don't get it twisted says, hello, Vamp and chat. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you. I fucking love this. This is my holiday. Like, y'all can have the other ones. This one's mine. Sounds like the Freemasons got to him. Maybe. 2.5 people are now using my weight as a measurement. That's amazing. Throw those pills in the toilet, Thrax, it'll be hard, but withdrawals are... Oh, don't tell someone to go off their meds. I'm a mere 1.73 vamps. Damn, I should work out more. Thanks, hon. I love Halloween too. Hell no, you can't have it. Fight me. I'll get my ass kicked, but fight me. Watching old Michael Myers now? Yeah, I watched The Crow last night. Because, you know, it was Devil's Night and everything. I don't care how much Tonka hates The Crow, I like The Crow fight. Just shut up. The Demo Man says dibs on Christmas. Okay. I'm 2 vamps, damn, I need to lose some. Great movie. I don't want gay porn links. Crow is ace. Well, for me, it's like tradition. You watch The Crow on Devil's Night. Yeah, Tonga doesn't like The Crow. I don't care. I love it. Rip that lad from The Crow. Rest in peace, Tintin. Or are you talking about Brandon Lee? You might be talking about Brandon Lee. Dibs on Valentine's Day. Ladies. Wink. That's not creepy. Look, I don't expect everyone to like the movies that I like. Tonka's a fucking alien. He doesn't like The Crow or pizza. He's not allowed to like pizza right now. The Crow is a sex-free snuff film. The Crow on Devil's Night and Die Hard on Christmas. Exactly. The Killing Joke says, pour one out for Shakes the Dono Ghost. The Dono Ghost bum. Speaking of creepy, I am here. Happy Halloween says, God double damn it. Happy Halloween. I'm 5 foot, 130, and vamp. Yeah, I feel your pain. If I did not work at it, I would not drop. If I did not work at it, if not, I dropped down to 100 pounds. Yep. I got the same issue. If I don't purposely eat a certain amount of calories a day, my weight will start dropping. Smallest I've ever been is 110, and I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. Too fucking skinny. On Halloween, I just watch Hillary Clinton speeches to scare all the kids away. Saves money on candy. That's fucking amazing. I'm sorry, I'm dying. Devious Dog says, evening chat, vamp, evening. I'm getting real close to a stopping point. I'll probably end up getting food and potentially doing a game stream in a little while. A vamp needs the weight gain 4,000. I do. I'm gonna be a beefcake. No, I gotta update up my calories. Because I stopped drinking energy drinks, I had to switch from drinking Diet Dr. Pepper to regular Dr. Pepper for the sole reason I took some of the calories out, so I have to introduce more in. Beefcake! What are you playing again? Currently I'm playing through Metro 2033 Redux. Oh shit, don't get it twisted, donated 5 just to donate 5. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. And TM says, cool, enjoy the food. Later, chat. Later, Tennessee. Oh, I'm not ending just yet. I'm still hanging out with you guys. Yeah, I still got a good amount of time before anything closes, so maybe in 20 minutes. Maybe I'll end in 20. Yeah, this seems good. That'll make it like a solid 2 hours. We'll be good. I'll probably end maybe 6 or so minutes beforehand because I'm just gonna play Devil Trigger again. Because I like that song way too fucking much. But right now I'm just gonna converse with you guys until then. Let's hear, has Opal drawn us ankle pics yet? No ankle. I don't know if Erg is still here, but Erg was saying show feats, and my whole point is nope. Not happening. You're worried about weight and drank diet soda. Wait, what? Well, no, see, I drink a lot of energy drinks, and I would drink just the Diet Dr. Pepper to have a soda. You know, just something fizzy to drink. And what ended up happening is when I stopped drinking the energy drinks, I had to switch from because all the sugar in the energy drinks kind of kept my weight at a regulated state. And I honestly just drank it because I like how Diet Dr. Pepper tastes. I'm weird. And because of that, I switched. Okay, Vamp, if you ever want to listen to something interesting, listen to Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds musical, if you like the 80s vibe. I'll have to give that a shot, actually. I'm not giving away any secrets. No, no, no. How are you faring with the taste of regular Dr. Pepper? Well, I like regular Dr. Pepper, too. So, it wasn't really that much of a difference for me. Like, to me, I like Diet Dr. Pepper and regular Dr. Pepper for two different reasons entirely. I think they both taste good. And that's just me personally. Just drink whiskey. Pepsi cherry flavor for the win. That's one of the few Pepsis that I actually don't mind. I can't drink regular Pepsi, but I can drink a cherry Pepsi. Cherry Coke and cherry Dr. Pepper. They're all amazing to me. Whiskey have more calories than Dr. Pepper, possibly even watered down. More than likely. I have gotten over my hatred of Captain Morgan recently. So, I mean, there's that. Bobcat says, Pepsi makes my teeth feel worse. Probably all the sugar. I love to drink the juices from my possum stew. Oh, you're Southern. Up until now, I didn't know cherry Dr. Pepper exists. It does. And it's delicious. I'm late to the party. It might have been answered, but where be Tonka? Super secret. Oh, yeah. I kind of don't want to bring the mood of the stream down and everything, but people were wondering what happened to the show yesterday, and that one was kind of on me. I got news that my grandmother had suffered a stroke, so it was just kind of agreed upon that a break was needed. Because I needed to kind of process all that. I streamed later on in the day to get my mind off of it, but that's the reason for what happened yesterday. So there's that. Like, she's in good care. She's doing good. She's not dead or anything. I wouldn't be here if like any of that happened. But yeah, that one was all on me. Oh, don't feel like a dick. No, I was planning on saying this earlier, but I was reading through articles that made me fucking angry. But no, it's all good. It's all good. Everything's fine. Good care with the doctor stuffs and everything. Everything's looking good. It's all good. Don't worry about me. Sasha Rack, yay! So I mean, I'll never say no to Fox tweets. And thank you everyone for, all that. I had a fun day yesterday, and then I was just like, I'm gonna stream Metro to get my brain off of this. My grandma about 6 years ago had a similar incident, but she was on blood thinners that were medically questionable, and we lost the... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That fucking sucks. You guys should hear Vamp's interview on my channel. That was a fun interview. Irate Prostate here, actually interviewed me over on his channel a little while back, and it was so much fun. Glad to hear Grandma Candy doing okay. Mm-hmm. I missed a bunch, says Cringe Factory. Yeah, you did. Because I'm near the end, about 15 more minutes. Haven't you missed us? Yes. Trying to look through the chat. Like I said, I will never say no to people wanting to tweet pictures of foxes at me. Good day or bad day. Send me foxes. Because they're adorable. I haven't watched Komateo in a while. Is it still a thing? Yes, it is still a thing. Good show last night. Oh, yeah. Just so many things. Oh, crap. I'm late, too. Hey, Vamp. Hey, Moxley. Boxes or foxes? Foxes. Ears, fluffy tail. Acts like a cat and a dog mixed together. Vulpin candy, more like it. It's Latin for fox. The last interview I did with Vamp Candy, she stabbed me in the ribs with a shrimp fork and kicked me in the neck. She's very violent. Ooh, if you can find me foxes in boxes, that would be amazing. I'm just saying. Just saying. Don't you talk bad about these foxes. They're adorable. Fuck you. Damn, a shrimp fork? Yeah. He told me that him wasn't the greatest band ever. I got a little perturbed. I don't know. Don't send me foxes and traps. No. That makes me sad. Vamp is cray cray. Wow, that was easy. Already found some. Alex Jones comes out of the closet as a gay frog. Oh, did Alex dress as a frog for Halloween? Because that's amazing if he did. Furry stuff or animals? Animals. Don't you send me fucking furries. I'll block you. Him. Oh dear. Y'all not seen my fucking wallet or that choker I used to wear? Oh, Spinal Tap Taparoo. Hello everyone. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. No love for wolves? Oh no, I love wolves too. I like foxes, I like wolves, I like huskies, I like shepherds, I like Dobermans. I like pit bulls. I'm also a cat person too. I like animals. You can't get the fuck out of here, bunny. Yeah, here's my wallet. So there's that. Oh yeah, and the big ass heartogram right there. Pit bulls are pretty much like family to me. Got way too many of them, but it's worth it. My neighbor, she has this big ass pit bull. This dog's head is like this. Thing's a fucking teddy bear. All he wants is pets. I love it. Almost midnight local time. I'm off. Chat, vamp. Enjoy the rest of your night. You too, Devious Dog. Have a great night. You heard it here, folks. She likes pit bulls. Pit bulls. Badgers are cunts. They are. Wolves in the current meta are able to live in their niche in Yellowstone. Even the Maasai fear them. Most of them are. Pit bulls are banned in my country. Oh, that's right. You're UK, aren't you? Wolverines are savages. Wolverines are badgers. And they're mean. Badgers are cunts. Our pit bull is a full-on baby. He's afraid of thunder and other loud noises. Yeah, I was bringing Critters back from the vet one day, and she was taking her dog out for a walk. And, yeah, Critters is in her carrier. This big-ass dog, this probably about 100-pound dog, sniffs the carrier, hears a cat meow, and just starts shaking. And she's like, 100-pound baby is terrified of kittens. It was the funniest thing, and I'm like, oh, you poor thing. Oh god, my notifications. It was the cutest damn thing. Like, and I can just feel like if I had let Critters out of the carrier, the poor dog probably would have pissed himself. I got 2 yellow labs. I can send pics if you want. Please, send me pictures of dogs. Rex, send me pictures of your huskies. If you would like a cat to go from absolute terror to arrogant supremacy, that dog must live with some mean cats. My cat would beat up that dog. She beats up my 125-pound lab mix. I want pictures of people's pets. Please dox your pets to me. It makes me happy. I'm such a fucking girl. It's like, I'll be all like hard and tough and like, fight me. Then I see a dog and I just lose my shit. Lady, I've been trying to get you to follow my Husky's account for 5 minutes now. Link me to your fucking dog's Twitter. The fact that your dog has a fucking Twitter amazes me. There's someone on Facebook trying to talk to me. I don't go on Facebook. Ariana hates pugs. Ooh. Hold on, guys. was that conversation even? I don't know. Apparently, like, someone wants to pick up dinner, and they open the conversation by telling me one of my neighbors died. What the fuck? Hey, one of your neighbors is dead. What do you want for dinner? What? Happy Halloween. I'm so confused. This guy died. You hungry? Yeah. What the shit? You live with vampires or ghouls? What's in your neighbor's fridge, though? Only on Halloween. It's toilet neighbor. I'll have a lung or a kidney, please. That's a hello to you too situation. Hey, Dolores finally croaked. Wait, you want Wendy's? I can't. I need a fucking fan or something. I'm overheating. Oh god. I have to actually text what I want for food though. The Dolores comment fucking broke me. Same. I've always wondered what humans taste like. Apparently they taste like pork. Nobody liked Linda anyway, it's fine. That's true. I have a family member named Linda and I hate her guts. Distantly related. And there's a reason for that. I put a lot of distance between it. That nosy neighbor who won't stop mowing his lawn at 6 in the fucking morning died. Let's celebrate with some KFC, lol. So that person is dead. Can I have some ribs? I would actually love fucking baby back ribs right now. That sounds amazing. Dibs on the neighbor's candy. Boom. They taste like pork cappuccinos. Anyway, I'm gonna throw some music on. I'm gonna text what I want for food. I might be back later with a game stream. Sorry, Doe. You missed the whole thing. My bad. But I'll be back with a game stream later. I'm playing Metro 2033. Which has been super, super fun. And it's kind of spoopy. So we're good. But yeah, ta-ta for now.